Stargazing feels amazing. In my older age, things changing for the better. Overcome any storm in this weather. Motivated, write this love letter. Been down ever since I met her. Ever since I met her. They ain't believe me when I said I got my groove back. Stella Rose, chillin' on the wine rack. Pencil greasy, yo, killing niggas more than pork, sizzling like bacon. I ain't Muslim, no. I ain't Muslim, no. I ain't Muslim, no. Shawn Xavien Kaleo, peace God, humble. Stargazing feels amazing. In my older age, things changing for the better. Overcome any storm in this weather. Motivated, write this love letter. Been down ever since I met her.
Five, four, three, two, one.
All right, we are here.
Yes, sir.
God, a night in space with Shawn Xavien and your boy Kaleo. Bro, my God. I swear, give me some space intro, or just give me some space never gets old.
Yeah.
Never gets old.
It does not. It was just sets a whole like tone, man, for like everything, which is so like organic and just like I like that. You get lost in the moment for real.
Yeah, for sure. Before we get underway, let's see who we have here. I see CB. Welcome. I see Tusa. I'm just put everybody up there. CB, there's a Tusa. I see Dave J. I see Amanda. Who else we got? Jen Glenn, good to see you. Nisa, welcome in. There's the Casillas. And there's Pete Miser. What's good? Thank you so much. There he is, Kendall B. So tonight, a night in space with my Van. Good to see you. Van Hall, welcome in. Boom. Tonight.
What up?
With me and my bro Shawn Xavien, we just dropped the EP, Give Me Some Space, on Tuesday. If you haven't listened yet, that was the homework assignment. Listen last night, interact tonight. But if you haven't listened yet, we'll get to it. So let's talk about Give Me Some Space real quick, bro. You produced that track. That's one of your babies. And let's go into maybe some of the mindset or the background on that track.
So we always talk about intros, setting the stage for whatever the project is, and that's been the thing that I've lived by my entire artist career, music career, and then also taking pulls from other folks how they did it. But it's as funny as it is, listening to like 90s R&B stuff like that, they always had like the best intros. Like the rest of the album may not be that good, but the intro was the joint. So, and you can never go wrong with strings. And this is before I even called it Give Me Some Space. Oh, Give Me Some Space. It was just, I think we came up with that on the fly. I think we said it right here. It's like, just call it Give Me Some Space. But that wasn't even the name of the beat. It was, I don't even know what it was. But once we got there and with the synthesizers and everything else, I felt like it was right. Because remember, there was another song initially that we thought we were going to lead the project off with. And then, Give Me Some Space happened there. So it was one of those things where I am a heavy string player. string player, played in string orchestra, so always got to, I'm always with the strings, and then the synths and everything else. So it just was just great. And then, for everybody wondering, that is me on the harmonization on the vocals. That was me. I didn't plan that, man. I didn't plan it. Like when we recorded it, I didn't plan it that night. It was like, you did Joe Johnson, do whatever, and then I was like, I'm just gonna do something, and then it just worked.
So on we posted the video because there's a teaser video of the documentary. We actually got footage, but later on we'll talk about how footage is important in documenting, your process. But if you want a teaser, I posted like a minute long, maybe 2 minute long video of just everything Shawn just said, how intros are important to our album. And then immediately he goes right into recording his vocals on the project. So
it's a cigar smoking that I let you guys know right now. It's on celebration mode, so
exactly. And throughout the night, we want to interact with y'all, ask questions along the way. Just good to see you, bro. Along the way, Jim B, good to see you. Ask questions about the album, the project. We'll try to answer everything that we see. But before we get to really kicking off the album, we got to take them back to kind of where you and I kind of started this journey of music. So if people don't know, me and Shawn worked together at a retail company. Shawn left the company, and next thing I know, I saw him on Instagram, like freestyling in the car. I'm like, that brother, he can rap, he can do music. I immediately reached out. We just, built the bond from there, brotherhood, and it just kind of took off. And at this point, like I was like in between, just me and the Dramatics were working on stuff here and there. Me and Just was still doing stuff, but like I hadn't, music wasn't really the thing. And then you were working on the album, and we were kind of talking about it. And I picked up the drum machine one day, and I just put some stuff together. And I was like, you know what? You had told me you were done, but I'm going to send you something just to piss you off. There was no way. I was like, I'm going to make this out because this is right up his alley. So.
Yes. At the time, that was supposed to be, that was sort of the song he's about to play as part of my XIX finale album at the time. And I literally meant that. It wasn't a marketing thing or something like that. It was going to be my last album that I did. For those who are just, learning about me and meeting me through all of our different media spaces, whether it's AMP, Station Head, everything else in between. I've been at this since 2005, 2006 with albums and production and stuff like that. So when I got the XIX, that was supposed to be the last one. And sure enough, he sent me the joint, and I'm like, first of all, a perfect way to end it. And, it was a bond right then. And this is how we got here. But yeah, man.
All right, here's another time.
Must come to an end. So the truest story been told. Trade the mic for a 918 on the go. Monte Cristo in the right, FJ on my soul. Hit the greens like it's Christmas wrapped in holiday blow. Johnny Depp, if you know, underrated, celebrated since the opening scope. Dedicated, animated, dirty socks on the floor. From the gardens I was destined to grow. Raise them up for the homies who got left at the door. My suit and ties used to put on a show. Last Dragon, I was finding my glow. They asked me, how did you know? I found it lost in the flow. Pen and pad to a beat by Kaleo. I just wanna be me. I paid a lot for space that's free. So I'll see you another time. Yeah, another time. I just wanna be me. I paid a lot for space that's free. So I'll see you another time. Another time. I'm still breaking the mold. Light skinned boy wonder, that's my heart and my soul. Two-step into the future since the back then got old. Glory, glory that I fall and I fold. From what I've been told, life is simple like the beauty and bold. Turn the corner on a draw, then it rolls to a fairway. Flag in the back, anticipating the air raid. Sailor to the left, the best shots, the next played. I just wanna be me. I paid a lot for space that's free. So I'll see you another time. Yeah, another time.
Yeah.
This is the end of side 1.
I think you teased aside too. And when you posted a picture there, I came up there and I had recorded a song, "Loving You're Crazy." I remember. I still remember the verse.
Right.
But yeah, so when you told me that you were going to record that and you sent it in, I was, man. Actually, no, you didn't send me the track. I had to wait till the project dropped for what it was called. But Tony, welcome in. Yeah, and Daydream, welcome in. And I'm proud of the work that we've done, bro. So I know we got to get the whole album. Let's go ahead. Let's talk about getting the fellas together up to. So what's the studio? What's the name of your studio? Let everybody know the name of your studio because we're about to tell a story.
I think it was just called the studio, bro. I think we just called it the studio at Sanaa Circle Creative. So
okay. Yeah.
I founded Sanaa Circle Music back in 2006 as an independent production company, and then from there turned into an artist and did, a lot of production for different folks, storyteller, a good friend of mine, Mac Project, soundtracks, stuff like that I was doing. And then once I moved into the podcast and then other media spaces, I end up rebranding it to Sanaa Circle Creatives because it's everything from music to other types of media. And the space was really one that I just built, man. It was I built as part of the garage here. So you've been here, people seen pictures of it. Yeah. So gave it all of the, bells and whistles, all the media and everything else. And this is what we do, man.
Look, it's a dope spot. And I want to preface September, maybe 2 years ago. Was that 24, maybe?
Was that 24 or 23? I feel like it's been 2.
Yeah, say 23. Yeah, 23. Yeah. It's been off. CB, E-Rich and I. So E-Rich and CB had never met in person, and so E decided he was gonna make the trip to the East Coast, and if you're gonna come, like if you're gonna hit the town, like we need to at least get let's get in the studio or something. And what's crazy is I sent them a record. We were writing to it, and then we decided we were gonna link up with you. And just how a magical night in the studio goes, it never goes according to plan. It didn't go according to plan at all.
Not at all.
And what you're about to hear is what we sat there over a course of probably 2 hours, and CB just talked about it off of an inspired night at a nice rhythmic ritual place with a lot of ladies with daddy issues. CB was inspired to write the bar of all bars at Shawn's house.
Now I'm only in town for the night. Drop the top on the scene in the pale moonlight. If you like, we can get a bite. Just touch down from this flight. Look at you, looking like your mama, trying to get a piece. Dalai Lama, don't mind me, that's just a Terramana. Talking, we can get to fucking. Only in town for the night, fuck your husband. This shit is sick, I brought the tussin'. Love or lust, it's a must. Allergies kicking up from the dust.
Pardon my perception, sexual aggression, follow direction, like brown, like complexion. Gotta love them all, just peep the reflection. There never was a question. I'm peeping your section 8 before it came, but I'm back for a second. Give it a second. Pardon my selection, 24K. That's goalpost lessons, giving it sessions.
In the wrong place at the right time, she couldn't be calling me the lifeline. Wants me to catch feelings caught in a quandary. Iron out my finances like I'm doing laundry. Help the local talent make it out the streets, throwing them dollars like dryer sheets. They're all thick like Vermont's finest. Move so sweet, got the crew all silent. Move in silence, precision like a surgeon. To wear something else, wash clean like detergent. Let me pick up and try to bone. Yo, why am I hitting a dial tone?
What you again another night. That's the only thing on my mind. We can get it on at night. You and me plus her is fine. For the night that's overtime. Said nice, that's your best line.
Good drinks and everything else.
We really about to ramp things up, but we kind of had to take you back a little bit to show just the history or the catalog of Shawn and I working together, and kind of what has led up to Give Me Some Space. Now, I believe we're getting ready to dive into the album.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And from my recollection, okay, let's do this. Let's my recollection, this is the first song you sent me when you officially said, let's put something together.
No, the first joint that I sent you, was it Give Me Some Space?
You did. We already did. We on Rabbit Hole.
Yeah. Got you. Yeah, that's right. I had to think about it. Yeah. Got you. It was one. Rabbit Hole was me sitting here for several hours and just like digging into, like, kicking off the cobwebs. Like, I went through a phase where when I was doing the Don't Worry I'll Wait series, and if you guys haven't listened to it, you'll love it. It's 5 parts. But me really getting back in and like creating some joints like I used to. Like, a lot of it I have been using, like, I kind of like sampled a little bit, loop samplers and stuff like that. But Rabbit Hole was the day I went in on no loops, on no samples. I just had to pick a sound and go. And built off of that. And once I got that going, I'm like, oh, okay. Because remember, we have been putting it off for a little bit, but
yeah.
When you know you got the right thing, you say, okay, you need something to it. You need the igniter.
Yep.
You need the igniter to it. And once I sent that over and my brain started to go and I started doing what I do in the inspiration, I was actually, I'm a big Looney Tunes Bugs Bunny fan. Mm-hmm. And that's what that was inspired by. And then once the sound's going, I sent it over and you sent back that text, was like, ooh, and I was like, yo, we got something right here. Yeah,
so we had been dancing around the idea of just we had collaborated with a track we'll play later on. That was an older track, but we had been dancing around the idea of putting something together and just seeing what we can come up with. And you sent me 40 for 40. And I was already in the zone working on something else. And you sent me 40 for 40. I was like, oh, wait a minute now. This could be something. Is it completely different than what I was working on? I heard.
It's fun. Let's go get it.
Give me some space. Yeah. BA. You know what it is? Yeah. It's the XAVIEN, cause I'm grade A raised from the bottom of the 757. If you lucky, leave nothing for the PI. My mama said be humble cause them people throwing side eyes. We made it through the bus ride. I'm made for the tough times. I made 7 figures, now I'm triggered when I realize your time cost you nothing but your honor code and good vibes. A lame claim to fame, suited up by the designs. I'm gold. Let's go. Yeah.
They wasn't ready for this. I'm back with a vengeance, cleaning up my conscience from this nonsense. Fresh out the rabbit hole like I'm bugs.
Firing on these niggas like I'm on my fudge.
Try to break my spirit, I ain't never budge. I'm cold like a mint, slam the hammer like a judge. The math is easy,
So you go from Give Me Some Space to Penn and Teller in the linear way that the project is laid out, and like I mean, it just shoots off.
It is. It's a rocket ship. It's a rocket ship. So you can count Give Me Some Space. Us. I said that Give Me Some Space was the opportunity for us to confidently go out and discover something, knowing we're gonna find something.
Yeah.
And then once you get there, our first discovery was like chaos, that rabbit hole, something that took both of us out of our comfort zone.
Yeah.
And challenged you to like flow over a beat, stick with the beat, bring some different. It wasn't just a 1-2 cadence or something like that. But we also want to make sure that when you're listening to it, you know, I'm thinking if you listen to it, if this is your workout joint or whatever you do, something that gets you amped, like if you're in a car or whatever. And I will say to everybody that while it's great in the car, the best listen you're going to get out of this project is really through whatever your medium is. You know, it has been, I won't say perfectly, but damn near perfectly mixed to sound big and spacious in whatever you're using, or if you're at home and using it through your surround sound or something like that. So yeah.
So and real quick, so I pride myself. So along the way, I feel like I've never claimed to be a rapper, right? I just know music. I know how to produce it. I know how to. I know a lot of Cole's lyrics. I know Hove's lyrics. I mean, I know the history of rap. I've never claimed to be a rapper. It's just something along the way after doing production for other folks, I just picked up and just pick it up, right? But I pride on my writing, right? So in case, and I said along the way, if there was something that I felt people needed to hear, because you don't hear everything the first go around, and you may not even hear it a bunch of times, you know, after a bunch of listens, the bar in that one to listen to, cold like a mint, slam the hammer like a judge. The math is easy. Judge Mathis, right? Cold like a mint, hammer like a judge. Now I'm passing judgment. I mean, what
it's this album for all the hip hop junkies. It is a triple entendre in itself. There's so many different layers to this. If you really want to break down lyrics, so if you look past, I challenge anybody, look past the two guys who just did it. If you know us, then it's easy, like, oh, it's dope. But I want you to like close your eyes. Don't think about us as knowing us, if you know us personally or through the medium, but listen to the lyrics and then see it there. It's so coded. It is so coded. I challenge anybody to go look at the end of my line on there is go look at the definition of what lame is. And then go back and listen to my line. And then you'll be like, oh. And it wasn't something I think about going in. It's just I've been rapping for 20 years. So it's just how it goes. And then I'll be on the way.
Right.
But it's something, man, that we prided ourselves. And I think we challenged each other, whether you realize it or not, to bring the best. We know we was gonna do what we're gonna do with the production.
Yeah. I
subconsciously wanted to make sure that when I heard something you did, it was cold, which you may have not thought, man, you know, it's a dope verse. But me, I'm like, yeah, I gotta go and do better than him. I ain't gonna lie, I was trying to kill Kaleo on every joint.
Friendly competition. That's the friendly competition. So let me set the scene now. It's really the first official studio session, I believe.
Yes.
We finally linked up, right? And I had my brothers with me, and we did Rabbit Hole. At least I did, you know, we had already discussed. I think Rabbit Hole was the only song we actually discussed, hearing the entire song prior to coming to the studio, me writing my verse and coming in.
Yeah.
So heading to your studio that night, like I said, I was working on just music in general, and I was trying this new thing because sampling. I mean, there's so many laws against sampling, or maybe not. Depending on who you are, where you need to get things clear, right? And I was working on filtering my voice through a bunch of different systems.
Yeah,
and I freestyled just something as I was trying to work on changing my voice, and literally, I'm sitting in the house. Danny, welcome in. I'm sitting in the house and I'm like, okay, what am I gonna say? I'm like, they talk about let's get money. What you mean let's get money? Nigga, I've been getting money before money got money. And that was just that was off the top of my head. And I just started bending it, adding filters to it. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, oh, wait a minute, let's add this. Let's add that. I was like, okay, well, there's something to play around with. So we're getting ready to wrap up session 1 at your house. And I was like, yo, let's just drop a Lucy out of nowhere. The energy was good. Let's just put the Lucy together. Let's just write something real quick and record it. And he was like, what you want to do? I was like, well, let's do this.
It's a slow world. Get talking. What you mean, let's get money? I've been getting money. I've been getting money before money got money.
I'm in my bag now. This is rush hour, just call me Juntao. Sneakers kick like they Kung Pao. From the finest leather, they must be farmers' cash cow. Bitches going up and down like the Dow. On the beach in this dang heat like a luau. Let me flex. Break the bank with StockX.
They say I'm rapping like the rent due. They half right, I got a mortgage now, so I'm just rapping what I've been through. No pity party, just my block go Frio and a fat ass and heels. Yeah, I'm all about the thrills. I still get chills, but I gotta put it on ice. Emotional being with Buddha still guarding my life. It fits me, my past could've sent me to an early grave. Ball shade, but I still got my own wave.
You were so mad at this song was short.
Rush hour. Because time is of the essence. Time. Because time is something we can't control. Space. Because space is needed in time. Give me some space because it's rush hour.
Yeah. To defy, never settle in. X, I'm a letterman. Late nights get better than running into OnlyFans. My only plans measure from the sea. Can you see when I'm changing hands? Buddha, peace of mind, I'm still a praying man. You understand where I'm seated, I can never fin. Still beginning, if you listen, was it really sin? And then turn the tables on the deep end.
The following is intended only for mature audiences.
Pull up to the bank in the Brinks truck. Leave that motherfucker, make the bank go bankrupt. Shorty say she feeling stuck, I'm feeling pinned up. Need to bust a nut and let these kids run amok. Time is rare and of the essence, so everything is rush hour down to the seconds. Got money, but spread love, nigga. What's hate? Not in my bones, nigga. I'm just trying to live a peaceful life with no strife. Live in the light and make sure my kids is alright.
Dave, welcome in, my guy. Dimitri, good to see you. Man. So yeah, Rush. We had no name. We didn't even, that wasn't even something we wanted to put together. I mean, it just happened. And you went in and mixed that night, and it was out on Bandcamp the next day, right?
Yeah, I stayed up after you left because I think y'all left. It wasn't as late as the final session you and I did.
Right.
When y'all left, man, I am a night owl. Music, me being up late has been part of my musical journey. Like when all the world is asleep, that's when I do my damage and I come up with the craziest stuff. I can just think clear. So I was like, we had to drop it that night, and because it was so the energy, man. Like when you played the joint. I know everybody's seeing that meme face, whether it's the Bill Cosby face or it's the little young white kid face, like, cool. I had to get it out, man, because it's like bars, man, like bars. Like, I ain't gonna lie. Like this I have not been inspired to write like this since like really like this. It's like 2010. Salute to my man again, man, the storyteller. When he and I did the Split Decision album back in 2008, and then I did Enigma in 2010. Right after that, man, that's when I was at I feel like I was at my peak. Like I was like spit, like, you know, whatever, and I, you know, and was ready to take any throne. And this brought me back, man. Like it was just that thing. Like I'm feeding off your energy. You bring the beats, man. Like I feel like early in my career, I feel like, damn. I mean, I'm proud of the stuff I've done. I'm like, damn, I should have met Kaleo earlier. He could have produced the whole man. Shit, bro. The beat was so crazy though. It was just so dope, man. Laid back. But I know everybody was mad about well, how short it was, but it was, you know.
Yeah, we fixed that. It was fixed for the beat.
The beat flip was crazy. The beat, he sent me the beat flip, and I did it. And he said, "Well, here's the flip. So how we gonna piece it together?" So I sat there and pieced it together, and added different intricacies to it, and it was dope. And we had like the little gap right there, and then he the best part of this album is so organic. Is again, is giving each one of us space to express our creativity how we want. Like it really is, man. Like it's going to be, I'm going to go a certain lane, and then Kaleo's going to go a certain lane, but it all comes together. So the production matches it. So that's why I like it. How we were able to pull it off.
Yeah. And so the bar on that one, and because this one is maybe buried a little bit. Remember the one we was working on? I was trying, I got to get it together because I hear it.
Yeah.
So I'll start. It goes from the finest leather must be farmer's cash cow. Bitches going up and down like the Dow. Now here's the bar. On the beach in this dang heat like a luau. Let me flex. Now on the beach, luau, right?
Yep.
Dang. Luau dang
for you Chicago Bulls fans.
Yeah, but Miami Heat on the beach in this dang heat like a luau. You know, so, but that was on the spot. Like that's that's gonna go over. You know,
he let me in right though. He let me. He ended with the StockX part, and my thing like that. I pride myself in the X, so it was just laid down. It's like okay, all right, this is what we're doing.
I think it was the last session, the one we just wrapped up everything, where we were like, we had a few joints recorded because this I think this album took place over 4 sessions.
It was 4 sessions. Yeah, it was 4 sessions. Yeah.
Where again, the only thing that we had literally planned out was Rabbit Hole and 40 for 40, which we're getting to.
Yeah.
Everything else was just kind of like on the fly. Like, what are you feeling? Write to this. I don't want you to hear the whole beat before you get here. I want you to just organically write it.
Yeah.
So I have been listening to Mobb Deep versus the World. Mobb Deep Against the World. That's the new single from Mobb Deep that's happening right now. And that beat is so hard for sure. And the song is just amazing too. It's like, I get Mobb Deep, okay. So I was like, I gotta, I don't know if it's got a space on. Give me some space. But I was like, I'm gonna let Shawn decide. I think immediately after you heard it, I posted that Bill Cosby meme.
And look, and this is how it was. So this song came out of the last session. So the last session, I already had some shit loaded up. I had shit ready to go.
Mm-hmm.
I put all my beats away because he played the beat, and I'm like, I ain't got nothing. Like, because it was just, it just fit. So I put my stuff away. I'm like, yo, hey, this is one of them ones right here, bro.
Let's go.
I'm from VA, but maybe I won't die even still, that's the mind of VA. So free, play terrific if I must, so we say. Been grinding since my mama let me shop on East Bay. Yes, Sensei, my glow got me feeling like Yeezy. That 08 decision had them feeling like D-Day. Now niggas see the forest like the trees on display, with stars hanging free cause they happy for new things. Them pretty wings, plaques on everything. BBL's winning, got them chips on pinky rings. Choke a nigga, BBS flaws so subtly. Black label thread count flooding so bubbly. It's troubling, I humbly walk as a go and do so comfortably. Them numbers only equal a joke. I hear the rumbling, my crown tilts left if I'm woke. It's in my royalty, I bow to the will of no man. There's just a Smith in me.
I'm looking at you.
I ain't a killer, but don't push me. These niggas want violence, I just want some pussy. Hit my back rub, cop some new sneakers, cause everything was all good till them bass hit the speakers. Niggas fear death, I fear dying broke. Now die laughing motherfuckers till she took me for a joke. Ha 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 ha. I made it funny while niggas slept with me. I was wide awake getting money. Let's get this money. What you mean, let's get money? I've been getting money before money got money. Time's up, I'm tired of playing. That's the problem, they always think of playing. No Wells, I brought this beat to class for show and tell. There's pain in this music, there's blood in this music. Nigga tried to make a fool of me, but I swear I still show love at a eulogy.
Baby, outside the motherfucking baby. They not for shot you out the baby outside the motherfucking baby. They not for shot about the
I want to break the bar in that one is the last one, and that's about Young and Bitch Ass. For y'all to know, the manager of a company that decided it was time for me to go work on Give Me Some Space with Shawn to make a fool of me. But I show love at his eulogy.
Oh man, look, hey Anissa, yeah, look, I'm from VA. For everybody to know, I am from Virginia. I am not from the DMV, so I'm not from Northern Virginia. I am from 757 Newport News, Virginia. I am from the 757 home of the greats like the Clips, Pharrell, Timberland, Bink, Missy, Knots, so many, man. So I represent VA wherever I go. And that when I heard the beginning of the beat, like I'm always shout out VA, but it's just when I listen to it, because of course I've been listening to the new Clips album. I'm probably one of the biggest Clips fans you'll find. And they got a song called Virginia. They actually got a song called Virginia on it. So I did my little flip on the joint, and I was like, I'm from VA, but maybe I won't die in VA. That is I felt that shit in my soul. Like I was trying to cut up on this beat. I ain't gonna lie, I love my brother, but I wanted to make sure that when I spit, he gonna have to come back with something, because I'm like, bro, I'm moonwalking all over this goddamn beat, bro. But it was so dope, man. It's just it just stayed with the pace of the album. You got Give Me Some Space to Rabbit Hole. They're going into Rush Hour. Now we're going to this. Now we got you up here. We got you, you up there now. So it's yeah, man. Yeah. We light speed ahead once we got to this point.
Bro, and so the thing is, what I love about Penn and Teller, mind you, we didn't have a name for this either. This was one of those, like, just sitting there, and the next day, we were kind of like, show and tell. I don't know, but it was Penn and Teller is, just perfect, because a duo of magicians, and you just boom. That's those bars are magical. But I'm like, I'm glad that we decided to go with this one for the project, because it breaks up kind of where the album was going to. Like, it just gives it something completely different, right? And then, as you'll see, we're gonna getting ready to be on the decline. Like the spaceship's getting ready to land, right?
Yeah,
we're at blast off. We're getting ready to come back down. But that session, what came out of that was it Signs? Signs was part of that session too. Yeah,
it was, man. And this was the last session and we went till about 2, 3 in the morning. Like Kaleo left 3 in the morning. And the crazy thing is that verse, I couldn't land it during the session. Tyrese Witherspoon, the name sounds familiar. I probably do, to be perfectly honest. I'm gonna check my memory there. I couldn't land the verse during the session. I couldn't, but it bothered my soul so much. So Kaleo did his verse.
Oh, that's right.
And I couldn't do it, man. I was a bunch of different takes, but see, I'm in engineer mix mode, so I want to make sure I get the best out of Kaleo, and then I get out of that mode, and then I go to record. We're here. I don't have a separate engineer here, but I couldn't land it. But I could not go to bed that night and not do the verse. So he left, and by the time he got home, I sent this to him. Once he left, I said, "All right, man, breathe. Let me go ahead and grab a drink of Black Label, which is what I'm drinking right now. My cigar, to let you guys know." And I said, "Here, sorry, breathe." And I put the verse down. I was like, "Bet." I was not going to bed that night before I laid that verse, bro. Like, I was not. And yeah, that's what it was. Yeah.
I mean, keep your questions coming. If y'all have questions, we're going to answer them. So I'm in the gym. And again, like so there was like a gap in between like 2 sessions, or the final session. And we were kind of hitting them back to back almost over a course of like maybe one a month, maybe twice a month. I think it was one a month. And it was like a gap where we just couldn't align right just to get the last session done. I'm like, and the original date was September 17th, something like that. We're like, are we gonna make this date? And I'm like, we both agreed, like, nah, like this project is too, like, it's got a lot to it, but it's still missing 1 or 2 things, and we shouldn't rush it, right? There's always, we're the only ones that putting ourselves on a time crunch. But anyways, you sent me something. You sent me like a early workings of science, and I'm in the gym, and obviously, there's a bunch of stuff going through my mind. Like, I'm back in school, I'm getting past my former situation, and like, the world's been on fire, but it's like really on fire. But then like I got like a lot of pent up aggression and anger too about those situations. So I'm literally on the treadmill because as things you just never know when they get you. And I'm writing my signs verse when I'm on a treadmill. And I had no idea what you sent me the hook, but I didn't know what the vocals were and all that. So
yeah, and that came 2 parts of that, because I, make sure you guys tap in with the abstract on Station Head. And so we knew what was going down with Kaleo. So, this is my brother. This is my brother here. So I was here and I said, I'm going to write something or create something that's going to be minimalistic. It wasn't going to be about the production. It's going to be about you just getting whatever off. I'm a big fan of spoken word. A lot of the stuff I've written in careers, like, I feel like it carries the most with lyrics. My goal has always been to connect like with the listeners, to bring them back. If I see you out in the street, like, damn, man, that should really hit. So that's why, that's how I sent it to you. And then real quick, and I saw in the chat that Dave J on the mic said, did we ever disagree on the track? Kaleo let me produce this album. And what I mean by that, we both produced it. But what I mean is there's 2 things. You can be a beat maker, and then you can be a producer. And producing is something that I pride myself on, when being able to guide how the sound should go. Like, I don't think there was anything like, if I said, let's go do this, he was like, okay, it's cool. And I wasn't trying to like do it to where I'm taking over. That's what you think about this? It's just, I just felt it there, and we just linked, and we vibe like that. But I don't think there's anything that we didn't disagree on anything. We played so many beats. Like, this could have been like much longer, but shout out to Superfly. He don't like double albums. We could have had a bunch of joints.
we showed the number.
Yeah, but I mean, we took it and stepped back from it and was like, this is what it should be. And yeah, man, it's
So now,
it's been a dope process.
with the sound turned down real low. I'm seeing signs, but I don't know where to go. I'm looking for my way. It's just another day. They teach me only love a man whose skin pale like twilight. Hate a motherfucker black like midnight. These are the signs of our times. Yeah, these are the signs of our times. It's funny what causes spark. No pussy feel the same in the dark. These are the signs of our times. These are the signs of our times. Why should I care? They don't give a fuck. I just wanna sit on my porch and watch my kids grow up. Teach them daddy lessons, teach them be strong, and hurt a motherfucker try to bring them harm. Signs, cause these are the moments of our times. Signs, cause these are the moments of our times. I'm seeing signs with the sound turned down real low. I'm seeing signs, but I don't know where to go. I'm looking for my way. It's just another day.
Yeah. I got a mirror I can show you, but that view ain't free. It's gonna be everything you try to knock or flee. Everything we got in common, promise it's gonna be. So strange it is how full we miss that emptiness like stainless is. So shameless is, do be serious, be delirious, so curious, makes me furious. We stop on thanklessness. These are the signs
with the sound turned down real low. I'm seeing signs, but I don't know where to go. I'm looking for my way. It's just another day.
Yeah, man. Lots of lyrics about family and age. And what statement were you trying to make with them? Go ahead. You go first.
I don't know if it's a statement. It's just where we are. Like in hip hop, there's this thing where this is age limit that's on it for whatever reason. And, you know, and the way that's because of how the industry is, marketing and stuff like that. And it's just really where we are in our lives as grown men, grown Black men, with families. And we also recognize the age we are. Like I can't get out here and do some of the stuff that the young guys could do. I can't do it. It just don't feel organic and right. So it all just came off naturally. Like my biggest thing over the year, and I will work with a lot of artists. I'm like, hey, rap what you know. You know, I can never work with somebody and create something that I look at them and be like, that ain't you. Like that ain't you. Like rap from what your experiences are. Those make the best songs.
Mm-hmm.
You just got to know how to structure them. You got to be allowed to be produced. And I told Kaleo, believe it or not, that I told Kaleo that this was my least favorite song. And not because of the song itself. It was my hardest to mix. Like it was literally the hardest to mix for me. Like I went back and try and mix this particular track several times because there's not a lot there. I mean, it's the vocals, it's the chords, and it's the drum. That's it. That's it. Nothing else. So trying to make sure that the levels were right. Messing around with a little bit of auto tune that you heard on there. But I love the song just from the message that it was. And again, it was something that I felt like something that he needed. This was my gift and my therapy track for him. I've been doing that for a long time. You need a therapy track. And I wanted him to go off where he was. So even though the lyrics are in your face, it was supposed to be that way. It literally was supposed to be that. And then again, there are signs that we see day in and day out that we ignore. you ignore those signs. What it might be, it could be relationship, it could be work, it could be health, it could be your sign to move on to bigger things. Don't become a prisoner of life because there's a rule that says you have to stick to this.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to go out there and be something else, go be it. It's going to be a grind, but go do it.
Yeah, and I agree with that. Like, I mean, bro, like once upon a time, being in your late 30s, 40s as a and rapping as your career was frowned upon. Like, it's like you age out of the respect as an MC,
right?
Because you're a certain age. But well, at this point, like, well, hell, I mean, the clips just showed you we 50.
Right.
And we go, and our producer's 50. And we're going to put out one of the best records of the year and show you. But the thing is, it's all about content, right? What you talk about. Now, there's some embellishment. You gotta have the little, the vibrato, the braggadocious stuff like that a little bit. But then you also depends on what side of the pen you're writing from, what part of the pain or what part of the joy that you're writing from.
Right.
And yeah, if you notice, like, I mean, I give you, there's a bunch of different layers of me. Like when I do the abstract on Friday, it's early in the morning. So I try to maintain it back. You get the PR kind of friendly side when we do the podcast, it's I got to maintain the show, but if I got to write, I mean, again, give me some space. Who knows where it's going to go? I mean, that's just the creative part of writing.
And I like the fact that it wasn't the way that you attack the beat. It wasn't for all of my music junkies and my nerds. It wasn't a 1 2 1 2 1 2. Like you just did the thing. So I like that. So there was the syncopation wasn't right on or anything like that. So I actually enjoyed that.
Yeah. And still landing. We're almost there. This is just bars right here.
When's the last time you heard a nigga like me? You ain't never heard a nigga like me. Flow like a Kawasaki, attack like kamikaze. Here comes the hot stepper. I'm any Kamazi. Sure they gave me brain while I sip this sake. Said my flow is hot like a bag of Takis. Niggas don't value my opinion, won't you block me? Sure they gave me the green light, another can stop me. Niggas try to chase my steps like I'm Rocky. And you thirsty bitches can all hit the liquid IV and save all that fucking hand clapping like you silly. And say these bitches ride my dick like a jockey. Swear they wanna be Kaleo, I say that humbly. Stop all the head and won't you love me? They call me Clay, like a Molly. Said I was a distraction, I ain't bother nobody. Stick to myself like a game of solitary. It's like you niggas only hear every word that's choppy. That niggas only hear every other word I said. Yeah, nothing at all.
But yeah, city lights peaking, that's Dante for the fields. Like mines with the red, that's mine with the chills. 540, just enough for bucket lists and some thrills. But that 7 might be an option for extra friends with special skills. It ain't cheating, it's just a black tie affair. White collar for the people, put some smoke up in the air. Got the throne polished up, match the diamonds by the square. Center stage, center fold, center piece, centers beware, let me in. Yeah, that's a hell of a night. 45K looking down, private eyes up on the flight. She's not a fan of the game, but mile high, she just might. Red bottom, cause it's me. X-rated when it's tight, that's X.
Appreciate y'all, truly. Appreciate it.
Yes.
This is one of the ones, so we can kind of, I started doing those late night band camp, just Lucy's, right?
Mm-hmm.
Drops. And I had been sitting on that one for a little bit. And it was like, okay, well, this can end up being Lucy, maybe not or whatever. And then I had the verse done. I sent it off to you, and I was like, I think we just like, nah, this is gonna stay over here. This stays here, and I mean, but yeah, it's braggadocious, right? It's nothing but bars. There was, I mean, that's the way I attacked it.
Same. A lot of experience stuff in there. I'll put in there. Everything I write is from experience, and you know, there's moments when I'll go into the elevated like rap type shit, like the luxury rap type stuff. But a lot of it's experience on there. So like everything you hear is an entendre, man. If you go back and listen to it several times, you can hear about it. If you the bar, you know, the 540, the 540, you know, got space, but a 7 Series give you bigger, you know, some more options for some additional things, man. If you know, you know. I love this joint. And again, it was one that challenged my pen because the way that the drums and everything were hitting, and I was like, you know what? Let me get up here. Let me talk some fly shit. And then if you catch it, you can roll it back. You know, It ain't cheating. It's just a black tie affair. That's all I'm saying. That's
Same. And I think
facts. Big money talk. That's what our money say right there. There you go.
The line in there for me was, I talk about how they called me Clay O, like I'm Ali, you know, Cassius Clay.
Right.
Clay. People will put the L after the K in Kaleo, and they've been doing it for years, and they'd be like Kaleo, and like, who the fuck is Kaleo? Like, is Kaleo? And so like that was the opportunity to be like, they call me Kaleo, like I'm Ali, like nah, it's Kaleo.
And look, hey, Jen said she liked 20-minute albums. Why was it only 19? Like it was crazy. Like at first, my math was off because I was saying the album, my album was only like 16 minutes. But my math, I was good in math. I don't know how I fucked that up, but because in the so for official Grammy purposes, and not saying that's where we are, but I'm saying. But also official album chart, so it has to at least, to qualify, at least be 21 minutes. So I was like, do we call it an EP or do we call it a album? And it just fell underneath that.
Right.
And then we didn't have a bunch of hooks. Like we didn't have the traditional hooks. If you think about it, go back to all the music you heard, and somewhere around a little bit after 2000, maybe mid 2000s. Remember back in the day, it used to be 3 verses. It would be whoever the main artist is, then the featured artist, and then the main artist will come back. But that wasn't a thing. That's not a thing anymore. Like it's not. Like it's even 16 bars is not that. It may be 8. It might be 32.
Oh, there's no symmetry in it.
It's like not. It's just a vibe, man. Like my hope is like when you hear it, you get your favorite song, and then you get the vibe in your head, and you get to like spitting verse for verse. And maybe we'll get the opportunity to perform this, and then be able to have folks recite the words back to us, because it's a vibe all the way through.
Yeah. So we got 2 songs left. I hope everybody is good. We're going a little bit over the hour, but this is what it is. Appreciate everybody for being here too, by the way. So let's go back again, maybe 2 years or so.
Yeah.
Because this is setting up 40 for 40 now. You guys created the group chat without me. The golf group chat, and it was CB. It was, I'm gonna create the golf chat without you, and you can't be in the group chat until you go get your clothes from your mama's house. Okay. But around that time, what was happening was also one of the biggest rap beefs in history between Kendrick and Drake, right?
Yeah.
So the energy was in the air for just that type of environment. And I remember I'm sitting in the house like, okay, these dudes won't put me in the group chat. All right. And they purposely making little jokes here and there about it. I'm like, oh, okay. And I'm just doing what I do. I'm just writing it. Okay. And it also was the first time I had kind of set the recording aspect in the crib to do it. So recorded 9 irons, dropped it on CB's birthday, right?
Right.
I'm in Vegas, drop it on CB's birthday. and then like a matter of you just see the text messages just come through. In a matter of a day, you responded, right?
I didn't like his attitude, guys. Like I didn't like his attitude. Like, but we were all like you said, we were all wrapped up in the Drake Kendrick joint. But he did that. I didn't like his attitude. Like, and I think the bar he said, I don't even think it had nothing to do with me. I think he was talking about CB. But I jumped in. I'm like, hold on, sir. Hold on. Wait a minute. And it was, I've never been in a beef with anybody. And it's crazy. I always wanted to. Like I always had something like I wanted to prove lyrically. So I was going to be like, oh no, man. Ain't nobody else in the chat was going to respond. Shit, I'm the one. And I went right in and did drop the joint and dough. But like fast forward, I think I know where he's going. We did that. And I said, once we get past the 4 songs we drop, I said, yo, let's do a collab. But it was inspired by Alchemist and Hit Boy. And they did a joint called I forget the name of it, man. I forget the name of the joint. You know what I'm talking about. Yep. But what they did was Hit Boy did a joint and Alchemist rapped over his, and then Alchemist then Hit Boy rapped over Alchemist beat. I said, we should do something like this. And the only requirement was, I think I told Kaleo, I said, we're gonna do this. I said, hey, we're gonna do a beat, but it has to be, again, for my nerds, it has to be 85 beats per minute.
Was it Slipping in the Darkness? Yeah,
Slipping into the Darkness, yeah. So I said it has to be 85 beats per minute. And there we go. So we stuck to that. And you had to work within that. And then this was also the opportunity to also flex our ability to produce and just spit, bro.
Yeah. So he produced, he did the beat for my verse. I did the beat for his verse. Here's 40 for 40. And 40 for 40 was the kind of the truce record from what we call the impossible beef, fake beef, right?
Fake beef, guys. I don't like Impossible Burgers. I don't really like that.
What if I told you he wasn't the greatest?
Shawn Xavien, I think we got one here. I swear, I'm just getting started, not a finish line in sight. I'm laughing you niggas. Turn 40, guess what? Now I'm a rapping you niggas. They don't understand. My present is a present, time is money. Yeah, I'm on joke time and bitches acting funny. Drop the album, niggas on bar time. I set the bar cause I bought every line. I'm Stella Roseanne, shit aged like fine wine. Rewind, you ain't catch that shit the first time. Light skin, husky niggas, this is our time. Pen game, night and day. And the girls, they love me. 8th grade me, overweight loving heavy P. R-I-N-C-E, Marky D. Rated TG, cause just that good. I-F, niggas is just as good. Niggas barely above average or mediocre ass. Green light like it's no time. It's magic like it's showtime. Time's up like it's no time. I'm taking all the credit this time. No cosign, they unleashed the dog in me. K9's at a real low point. Baseline told these niggas quit while they ahead. Resign, now I'm chillin' on my throne. Recline, love a bitch to go down. Decline, why these niggas still playing catch up to Kaleo with Shawn Xavien?
What if I told you no one can outrun the truth?
Yeah, it's the Xavien. So I've been running for free my whole life. My top 10 hits are lows on most nights. I might got shit that blows in one light. Until one pin, you can tell it's on sight. These Ray-Bans feel like heels at my height. A baby face stuck on the ropes and they tight. Keep putting over niggas, but still they won't bite. Every dog has a day and today I just might. Yeah, fuck it all. Mellow yellow, good fellas, nigga, I'm a ball. A better me, no triple lean, do I recall? I made it back, no light packs. This rapping is a gift, so push that, no take that. Could make me any more than a real one. Elder one of 3 sons, mama tell me well done. Rare air where we from. Yeah, Kaleo and the X, what's happening on the rerun?
I need some space to tell a story about this one. So this, believe it or not, this is probably my most favorite verse that I wrote out of the entire album. Right. And this song is over a year and some change old.
Yeah.
We just found it proper to be on it. And so like I'm going to do a line dissection because I know it's been so long and I don't know if people caught the lines in there. Right. And then I'm going to talk about something you and I talked about for this one too. Okay. So it goes, yeah, I'm on joke time and bitches acting funny. I set the bar, right? I set the bar because I bar every line. I'm Stella Rose and the shit aged like fine wine. Rose and bar. Stella Rose, where you find that at a bar, right? Rewind, you ain't catch that the first time. Light-skinned husky niggas, this is our time. Pen game night and day, I'll be sure. Girls, the girls, they love me. Heavy D. Overweight, what did I say? Overweight lover, heavy P. Okay, yeah, okay. 8th grade me, overweight lover, heavy P. Well, if you know what letter my official government starts with.
Mm-hmm.
RINCE Marky D, Prince Marky D. I mean, I just gave you 4 light-skinned husky niggas on a song. Realized what I did. And then I told you about the bars because Roseanne Barr, Stella Rose, I barred every line all the way through and no one paid attention to it. Okay. But the verse, I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10 because you made me take one word out of that bar, that the whole song, and you know why. We went because we had the back and forth about the one word I had to finish the whole song, and I'm like, God. But it's fine. It's fine. I still love that verse though.
It was just trying to fit. No, it was I think it was trying to fit. That's all it was. I was producing. That's all I was doing. It's so much into this, man. Like again, this album, this project album EP is an entendre amongst itself. Like the line that I come in, I've been running for free my whole life. My top 10 hits are lows on most nights. I've done a lot of music. My best songs have been. Yeah, I see. The lows on most nights, man. A lot of time I wrote a lot of music. I did a lot of my best work when I was at like my lowest, and that's what that bar was about. They're running for free my whole life. Like I was just doing that shit for free. I did a lot of music in my career for free, recording sessions and all this stuff, man, for free. Because it's this thing called Favor that was a real popular thing, but I just wanted to create. And at the time, I was just trying to build. I was trying to build a community on different levels. That with some folks it worked well, but some folks it didn't. And it was one of those ones where it didn't pay off like it should have. And that was me tapping into that because the opportunity was there. Like I'm a visionist, man. Like I see the big picture. Like we'll do something now. I'm already, we got some more stuff coming. Like this, what you guys are seeing tonight is just the listening session. But we got more. This rollout ain't done with this. We got more stuff for you guys. And that's how it should be treated. Like we are our biggest fans, as CB would say, of our own music. But you find I had a conversation, and this is how long I've known these guys between when I did the XIX project with Kaleo, CB, and Superfly, that some of the best work was done by artists when they were at their lowest, whether they were at, whatever they were going through, at the end of the day. So I just tapped back into that. And again, like the beat he did just fit. It just fit. Like everything we did just fit, bro. It really did just fit. And you see the different samples that we added in there. What if I told you he wasn't the greatest? Yeah, he wasn't the greatest. He wasn't the greatest, depending on who you're talking to. I ain't gonna lie to you. You're gonna hear something in the next song for me personally, and I feel the same thing for Kaleo. You know, I walk as a goat comfortably. You're gonna hear that line next, and I feel like we are two goats in what we do. There's different levels. Give me some space. It's also something that I believe that there's space for all creators, no matter what the level is.
Yep.
Yep. And you just that's what it is at the end of the day.
Yeah, I think that everyone in this room is talented or has a gift or something they need to hone in on, and I preach that a lot. Like, I don't care what it is. If you can put together a dope playlist, if you know how to if you know how to put music together, curate music really good, then maybe you meant to be a DJ. Or maybe you just meant to host some bomb ass parties. But the thing, if you can do that, if you can write really well, hell, if you're an athlete, like this, everyone is good at something. You got to figure out what you're good at and just attack it.
I'll say this about this, man. This is why I love music so much and what we do. I've never been enamored by like A-list folks ever. Always been comfortable in those rooms.
Mm-hmm.
Because I always want to be able to like break bread and fellowship like with like my folks, no matter what our levels are.
Yep.
Financially or social wise, something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like it would be uncomfortable for me if I was like this A-lister and I couldn't sit down and break bread with my brothers or with people. Like, I'll be the one, like, if I go perform, after that, I'm gonna go out into the audience and like socialize with folks. I'm a simple ass person. So, but at the same time, it that this big mirage that, hey, in order for you to be important or be somebody significant, you have to have this big machine behind you. I never believed in that. I also believe that if we were to walk into a room, and I believe this individually, personally, like that if I walk into a room, I don't care who it is. And, this may go, some people may think otherwise. If I walk into a room with anybody, pick, especially in hip hop, pick your person, pick your person. And I feel like if we walk into a room, like, cool. They don't know who I am. They don't know who you are. Cool. Hit that mic, hit that, give us that plug-in for that USB. This is what we got. And sit back with them. Like, the only difference between us is probably the commas. That's in it. That's it at the end of the day. That's it.
So, in the chat while I play this next song, I want everybody to just put in, if you have a favorite song and you haven't talked about it yet, just put it in the chat. Let us know what your favorite songs are. And so this is the end of the project right here. And we talk about how intro is important, but the outro, the last song of the album, has to, if it's a curated project, it has to be bookends, right? It has to match the flow.
Yeah.
And when Shawn played this beat, I sent it to Shawn, he played this beat. He was like, "Well, that's it right there. This is the closer." I was like, "Really? This is the closer?" He's like, "No, this is the closer."
Yeah.
And this came out of the last session. This may even been the last song we recorded too.
This is the last song that we recorded, and it was the one that gave me, that I had the biggest stank face on when he played it. And I was like, for Anissa, Virginia showing up again. I ain't gonna lie. This is the beat here. As always, this is the beat that I love my brother so much. I really do. I love him. Yeah, I love him to death. But this is the one where I was trying to eat Kaleo alive. I am not even gonna lie. I was like, this is the one where we didn't get this recorded the first night. I didn't get it recorded the first night, and I said it to him, And I'm gonna set this up. When I sent him the completed song, Kaleo was like, "Wait, this is literally." I'm hold up before you because I'm gonna read the text that Kaleo sent me after I sent him this song, and this is in all caps, folks. This is all caps. I appreciate you guys tapping in with us, man. He sent me the text. It was like all caps. Oh, wait, what the fuck? Oh, wait. I need to record my shit all over again. What the hell, bro? That's literally was his text message to me that I just read because I wanted it. It was one of those ones. Was like, I want to show out. I want to show out, not just for my folks.
Yeah,
might have been a little bit of ego, but at the end, I wanted to make sure that we ended this shit right.
And I wanted to, if this was gonna be the last track people heard, and this was the note we were gonna send them off on, I wanted to give them a Cole Love Yours vibe. I wanted people to feel good about wherever they were or they heard this song, no matter what. It could be midday, in the evening, whatever. Whenever you heard this song, this came across your ears, that you left feeling good about wherever you were at or whatever situation you're in.
Right.
And here is Baptism.
Shawn Xavien, we did it. They can't break what God made, so what God saved. Now my life got extended warranty. Baptized, all my sins away. You made it through the fire, so remember this day. Made it. Days are gloomy, nights even gloomier. Sometimes it's hard to see it through this fog. It's hard to see it through the fog sometimes. Remember you the light. You the light. And the way you shine in the dark is so bright. But we gon' make it. We gon' make it. All this negativity, we can shake it. We can shake it. Just gotta believe in something. Believe in something. Stand for something. I fall for anything. So believe in the song that you sing. Baptized, all my sins away. And made it through the fire. So remember this day. Head to the sky, y'all. So this is how we ended off. Thank you, Kaleo. Give me some space. It's the witching hour. Pipe dreams and showers. Spilled milk, they cry. My late night is power. Nirvana and play the drama. Breathe between the commas. Bliss is what I feel when I'm spitting like Dalai Lama. Denada, I'm looking up. See my number afar. Open minds like the door. Only chime when a jar. That's the bar. Master show so free if we are. Fall fast if you bad. Leave your heel with a scar. Long living if we speak. That's my method of forgiving. Foreshadow. Sun travels like a man in his feelings. Front and center if it's cold. That's an ode to the winter. I'm beating bars for dinner. Instinct of a winner. I press play on the field. I got the heart of a killer. Mic check is the filler. Give him help, I consider. I got the soul of my daddy and my mama with rhythm. If I blow another moment, at least I know who remembered X.
Bro, when I heard that shit, I was like, wait a minute, I gave him all that? That was not the I'm like, wait a minute, I don't remember that part. Oh my God, that's okay. You did. Bravo, my guy. Bravo. How's that album?
Oh man. Rest in peace to my father, Ernest Lee Davis Jr., and my mother, Portia Pitts, man. Like I harnessed them on that joint, bro. And I was like, yo, we gonna go all the way in, man. It was so, when I wrote it, I said hit shit. I wrote part of the verse and I didn't know what to put at the end. So I just put my phone down. Back in the day, I used to write this stuff down in ink, but I'm old now, so I got to use like the phone and shit. But I put the phone down and I said, look, I'm just going to go with the last four bars and just finish, it's freestyle at the end of it. Music is so important to us, and again, that there's only two people, man. And I have to give flowers to my guys, man. There's only three people actually that I work with in my life that music has been so important to them and expressing them. And it was my man, the storyteller, my man Mac, and Kaleo. Those three people, music has meant as much to them as it has meant to me. And it was dope. It was a dope meeting of the minds and connection that we share. Because we can talk about music all day, but then the talent is there too, though. Like, that's the crazy part. Like, again, when he played Penn and Teller first. Kaleo played Penn and Teller first. And I was like, yo, this is crazy. So I'm thinking at the time, remember, I put my beats away. And I was like, okay. And then he played this one secondly. And I was like, well, shit. This is how it's going to go. This is how it's going to go, man. And it lined up. This is how it lined up at the end of the day, man. But we put together something that I think we both wanted to present to you guys, to the world. And we'll put it against anything. And that baptism by fire, there's a lot of religious talk in there. The line on there that Kaleo, he probably expound on, it's like it being saved in there. And for me, I'm Buddhist. I grew up in a Baptist church, but my worldly travels, I'm Buddhist now. So, I'm plugging that in as well as, but being able to put that into lines, you don't hear that every day. You really don't hear that aspect of it every day. But it was the witching hour. The witching hour. Look up what the witching hour means. I want you to just put it in your Google, look up what the witching hour means, and then just take it from there and you will understand. Again, everything on this album is an entendre. Yep. And I enjoy continuing to roll this out with Kaleo. And salute to my guy, man, for all the animation. Like, it's been dope. Like, dope. What he's been done, just giving us this whole atmosphere, this whole place of Give Me Some Space, man. He really bought into that, and I salute my guy for that, man.
Yeah. So the line of takeaway from that one is, again, we talking about wrapping things up, and just if you're feeling down about things, and because there's a lot to be down about, always preach 30 minutes a day, do something for yourself, because you got to pour into yourself so you can pour into others and all that. But the line is, they can't break what God made. Nobody can break you. They can't break what God made. So I got saved. Now my life got extended warranty. So meaning I got a warranty on this. Ain't nobody gonna break me. Can't nobody break you. So whatever you spirituality you are, whatever you believe in, don't let nobody can break you. That's pretty much what it is. So we had to end the album on a high note. But I appreciate everybody for being here. We appreciate it.
Hey, we still got 6 minutes. Hey,
6 minutes. All right.
We went over though, so we got 6 minutes. So we're gonna I like even numbers. So we still got like 6 minutes, man. So hey, put your questions in the chat, man. Any questions you want to ask, man? What you got, bro?
What do you want people to take away from this project?
That hip hop past 40 is still a thing. Like, it's still a thing. Like, I want them to take away from this. I want them to replay this, like, time and time again. Like, I really want you to think about, I want you to listen to the beginning, get zoned out, whatever you do. I want you to be able to replay this a year from now and be like, shit. Like, and if you come across Kaleo or myself and be like, damn, like, that was like a really dope. I wanted to sit with you, bro. Like, I wanted to sit with you. I wanted to have a conversation. I wanted to sit with you because that's what it was, man. We got 5 minutes and 24 seconds. We'll take this to an hour and 30 minutes exactly. Okay. I got a question for you though. Because I know that we had talked about this. I've known Kaleo now for about 8 years. Guess I've known him. Almost 10 years. and I also know that this was the first time, because we talked about it. He said, I wanted to do a project. Like, he had been doing production and stuff like that, but he had never done a full project, like a full joint. He's done a joint with CB. What's Aspen is crazy. I love recording that with those guys. It was fun as hell. But how does it feel for you to actually, and correct me if I'm wrong, to complete your first, tell me if I'm wrong, your first like full project?
So, and this was in my notes too, man. Look, it feels great. It feels great. Like there's a lot of stuff in the tuck that just hasn't been recorded, but for this to be like the first official, or just to be something that's out, like, got the space granted, and I'm able to do it. It feels good, man. Like to hear something or to see something to fruition that you worked on. It could be an album, could be a coloring book, it could be a book of poetry, it could be a meal. But to see something that you poured yourself into, the process along the way happen, and then now you have a finished product and people are listening to it and they vibe into it. Feels good. I mean, and so this is, and in my notes right here too, like this has been an interesting year outside of the last couple months, but like I felt like my writing this year was really good, but it hit a stalemate at some point, and I'm sitting in the house and I wrote the whole Sweets in the Soul Show album in a week.
Which is great. Which is a great piece. Which is a great piece, bro.
Okay, y'all. And I'm like, oh, wait a minute. Maybe my pen game and nothing. Maybe it's not wrong. Maybe it's just this is what I need to focus on. Where it's probably the most creative freedom I ever had, because it wasn't me. It was my pen, but it wasn't really me. It was just a character I created. But then this right here is me. So it's been a good year, sonically, creatively. I mean, the folks that I surround myself, if the people around you aren't bringing the best out of you, got to get new people.
I love it. One thing, I'll give you guys some behind the scenes joint. When we record, Kaleo is probably his worst critic, because after the fact, he'd be like, man, I don't think I really did that as good as I thought. Like as good as I thought I could have done it. And then I sent him over the whatever the piece is. After we did this joint, he was like, oh shit. Like it was like you did that thing. Like it's one of those things where you have that reassurance of like, yo, we got you. Do what you do. Let all the magic happen behind the scenes. So I enjoy working with my brother.
For sure.
Him traveling an hour and a half to the crib in this DMV traffic, which is stupid bananas. But we go in, man. But once we get in here though, we get in here and we locked in. He's get the going, and it got easier. And at first we were like, okay, we're trying to fill each other out, just trying to figure out how it's gonna go. And then once we got those first couple drinks out, it was like, let's just get it. And I appreciate him giving me the opportunity to make him but be his best self. Like that's what I appreciate the most. Like trusting me after the fact. It was something that I really enjoyed, trusting me that at the end of the day, the end product was going to be something that we will listen to like multiple times. I think that's what he did as well. Yeah. He listened to it multiple times.
Every day, all day, every day. All right, y'all. Like and subscribe. Hot Tea Podcast. We have something else back tomorrow night. Kim, the Big Morning Show. Peace.
They ain't believe me when I said I got my groove back. Stella Rose, chillin' on the wine rack. Hands so greasy, yo, killing niggas more than pork, sizzling like bacon. I ain't Muslim, no. I ain't Muslim, no. I ain't Muslim, no. Shawn Xavien Kaleo, peace, God, humble. Stargazing, feels amazing. In my older age, things changing for the better. Overcoming the storm in this weather. Motivated, write this love letter. Bang down, yeah, this is a letter.